Hey guys, this is Apex of War bringing my tank build for Blood and Wine. This is patch 1.22, so I finally have my last ability slot unlocked. But you see the hits that they're giving me. These hits would one-shot any other build, and you see it's just slowly taking down my health. Now here's the gear that I'm using. It's all Ursine armor, but I'm using the Toussaint Steel Sword and Arendite. So using those two swords, but you know, I got the 4-piece here with the Ursine armor, and I really chose the elemental glyphs because I didn't really see much use for the other ones the way this build works. Anyhow, I also got the deflection enchantment on my chest, so that's able to deflect the arrows. Now this is the build here. It specializes in just strong attacks, adrenaline points, as you see on the right side column there, and then of course vitality. And I'm using mutated skin instead of my normal Euphoria, is because this build isn't really meant for sign intensity or meant for crazy weapon damage. This is meant for being able to tank about anything. And as you see here going through, this is kind of the right side upper columns, kind of the adrenaline point management column, the upper left sides, you know, the strong attacks. And of course a lot of alchemy skills too. Hunter's Instinct and Killing Spree. I really like those. They work really well together. I'll tell you why here in just a moment. Protective Coating along with Mutated Skin gets you a lot of damage reduction. That's what essentially makes you a tank. And this build is generated, or it's geared towards generating and maintaining adrenaline points, so Mutated Skin, you can maintain that 45% damage reduction with Mutated Skin. So just here's the strong attack stuff here, along with Sunder Armor. Heightened Tolerance and Acquired Tolerance. Using those, I do use 3 decoctions with this. Again, I'm not using Euphoria, so I'm not using it for a Euphoria buff, but still the decoctions are really helpful in themselves, and it also helps me with extra vitality with tissue transmutation. Again, Protective Coating, told you about that earlier. Synergy gives you the added, the extra mutagen bonuses. Hunter's Instinct, what I was gonna say here, Hunter's Instinct and Killing Spree work really well together. There's not a whole lot of big damage abilities in this build, but Hunter's Instinct does allow for extra crit damage. This build is meant to hold and maintain 3 adrenaline points, so you frequently get this damage buff from Hunter's Instinct. How do I get to 100% crit? The way that I do that is through Killing Spree. Killing Spree here, for every guy that I kill, I get 50% crit chance. Not 50% total, but 50% for every guy that I kill. So if I kill 3 guys, I get 150% crit, which obviously means everything's gonna crit. So that, along with Hunter's Instinct, really does some good work in terms of damage. It's like I said, there's not a whole lot of high damage stuff in this build. It's more for tank, but those 2 abilities work really well together to kind of get you some more damage just between 2 ability slots. Of course, Bear School techniques, it's kind of the usual. Poison Blades, you can use this. I like using it personally. Some people prefer, in this slot, you could also use the skill here to extend your oil duration. But for me, I just make sure that I refresh my oils regularly, so I just use Poison Blades instead. And just go through the trees here. Okay, so I went to that all-famous spot in southeast Velen, the Nilfgaard camp, and you see, it doesn't deal like a whole ton of damage, this build. It's more for taking damage, and you see here, you can just take hit after hit that would one-shot any other build. And of course the deflecting the arrows. And I love using Ren. Ren's kind of my go-to attack. And a little trick with Ren, I know some people ask me how I can do it so quickly. You just briefly hold the strong attack button and release it to perform the Ren. You don't have to sit there and hold it forever. Just briefly hold it, just enough to do the Ren and let go. And then you just repeatedly do it, and you can chain Rens rapidly. As you see here, I'm using the Water Hag and Ekimmar decoction, along with the Relivers decoction. I think gives me added damage resistance to different types of damage. And you see here the Ekimmar decoction working with my health down. It's regenerating health for me. And these guys are kind of a pain in the butt. They come from everywhere and charge you and attack you, so it's kind of annoying, but it's kind of a testament to how good this tank build is. An important thing with this build is making sure you maintain your oil. If you don't maintain your oil, so that protective coating skill makes a huge difference, and I'll show you in another little clip after this how much of a difference it actually makes. You see, just getting wailed on by these guys, and you just keep on ticking. Now, I'm not really going to show any other clips beyond, going to the Nilfgaard camp, because I think this in itself really is a testament to the build. I really don't need to be showing you a bunch of other clips from other guys that aren't going to hardly do any damage to you. These guys one-shot other builds, and you can see how many shots of theirs I can take. After this guy goes down, I'll show you the kind of the stats here. Now, also the DPS is overcalculated because I got like 400 and some % crit chance. It overcalculates it, but so here I'm going to show you the difference between having your oil up and not having your oil up. It makes a huge difference in the damage that you receive. I also want to show you kind of how the Undying perk works. It's not bugged anymore, it works properly. But you see, those hits I had my oil up, so I'm going to go ahead and expend my oil charge, my oil charges here. So I'll have no more oil charges left on my sword, and then you'll see how much they hit me for. Alright, here we go. Let them hit me. Watch this. Look at that. Without your oil up, you just get walloped. And that right there is Undying. I should have died, but I came back to life with a little bit of vitality, and that's how it's meant to work. Anyhow, hit the like and subscribe buttons below. Thanks for watching, guys.